Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Alright, GMS Louisiana Saints of the Lafayette branch. Coming back at you with another live lesson. Alright, before we get started, we're going to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
The bottoms to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, who taught us the truth. Alright, peace and safety as well to the members and the children of the hope of elect. The brother that's pushing his work, truth is sincerity. And today we're going to get into basically, let not the world take away your confidence, man. Alright, basically, having faith in what you in what you believe in, man. All right, because at times it can feel like the enemy is winning and that you're losing, man. But as the brother has gone over, these past few days and a week or whatnot, this is all temporary, man. All right, all of this is temporary. All right, this is just a temporary pain. All right, temporary losses. All right, for everlasting gains in the end, really.
That's right.
All right. So we're going to get some scriptures, and Lord willing, this video will be edifying to whoever may be watching.
That's right. All right, this is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10. You can get that word confidence. Hebrews 10 and 35. Cast not away, therefore, your confidence. Cast not away, therefore, your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward.
All right, so it says, cast not away your confidence. One more time.
This is Hebrews 10 and 35. Cast not away, therefore, your confidence, which had great recompense of reward.
Yeah, so your great confidence, all right, your great confidence in the truth, your great belief in the truth, what is going to bring forth the great reward, man? All right, we stay good into the end. All right, and I got this definition of the word confidence. All right, it says to trust, believe. Okay, the main one is faith. All right, so those two go hand in hand. Confidence and faith go hand in hand.
Right.
All right, I have confidence, or I have faith in that these prophecies are going to come to pass.
Yep.
All right.
Right, because we live in a society that constantly is designed, this society is designed to take away our confidence. It's designed to take away our self-esteem. All right, and there's a thing could you get that word self-esteem? All right, because like the brother made a beautiful point, faith and confidence go hand in hand, because when you have faith in something, you have the confidence to perform it. You have the confidence to go out and do it. You have the confidence to worship it. You have the confidence to see it through, man. All right, so this society, the men of the Lord, we're headbutting this society, man. All right, we're at odds with this society because it's designed to strip our morale away, to strip our integrity. All right, to make us go off, man. Okay, so that's why me and the brother titled the lesson, "Don't let this society take your confidence away, man. Your God-like confidence." All right, the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect, we have God-like confidence, man. All right, and nothing in the society is going to be able to make us go away from that, or make us turn away from our power. You got it, brother.
All right, this is the definition of self-esteem. It says confidence in one's own worth or ability.
Confidence in one's own worth. And that ultimate confidence comes from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Yeah. Read it one more time, brother.
It says confidence.
Tell me what you read.
This is the definition of self-esteem. It says confidence in one's own worth.
One's own worth. Now, what is the worth of a man of the Lord in this society? All right? What is the worth of us in this society right now? Nothing. We're looked at as broke, busted, and disgusted in this society. But ultimately, our worth is established by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's who establishes and determines how valuable we are, man. So we could care less what the society thinks or portrays us as, man. We know that the Most High sees us as persons. You got any more?
That's right. Let's see. It says self-respect.
Self-respect and respecting yourself. And I'm gonna speak for myself personally. I had, before I came into the truth, my self-respect was, and that's for basically all of us. My self-respect was not what it was today, man. All right, valuing myself, valuing how I treat myself, how I put things into my body, my diet. All right, how I'm portrayed as an individual amongst my brethren, man. All right, so you have to have self-respect, and that goes into that self-esteem, which goes into that confidence. You got any more?
It says, self, like the brother said, you gotta have that self-respect for yourself, taking care of yourself. You know, how other people may betray you, not acting like a nigga, man. You know, having a good name.
Yeah.
You know, wanting your name to be good amongst people, man. All right. So, Con,
I got two of them for you. All right. Just the first one is Proverbs 3:26. For the Lord Yahweh shall be thy confidence. For the Lord Yahweh shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken.
That's right, man. So the Lord is going to be our confidence, man. The Lord is basically what? He's the cornerstone to everything for us. All right? He's the rock solid foundation, man. All right? And through that, we're able to conquer these different demons, man. All right? Out here, that self-doubt, man. That self-doubt demon, man.
Self-doubt, self-worry. You'll be, like they got a saying that says, you in your head, like you'll be in your thoughts, in your mind, and your mind will be telling you, like it tells you in Jeremiah, the heart is desperately wicked. The mind is desperately wicked. So your mind will be telling you, man, you ain't nothing.
Yeah.
You a bum. You scum. You'll never be great. All right? But the Lord is putting that vibration for you to combat that, man, with the scriptures, with the word.
Yeah.
You got it, bro.
Because this world will teach you what? The world has taught us that we're nothing. You know, ever since the moment that we got out of our mother's wombs, man.
Yeah.
All right, we was already labeled, stereotyped. All right, as the lowest.
Yeah.
All right, they looked at it as not going to be nothing when they grow up. You know, poor education systems. You know, just a degenerate nation, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Degenerate planet, man.
Yeah. That's right.
And in this society, and even in our culture, it's spoken of to say, hey, my teacher said I wasn't going to be shit. And that's a target at you so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes, man. They counted us, 3/5 of a human being, brought us over here on cargo slave ships. So our morale and value in the society throughout history, okay, throughout current history, I should say, the past couple hundred years, has been very low, man. All right? So our people walk around with their heads low self-esteem. But the only thing in the society that gives them so-called confidence is what? Material things. But what gives the men of the Lord confidence? All right, this word, this wisdom, this knowledge. And this just backing you up as well, because you said about maintaining that good name, right? And our confidence allows us to want to be mindful of how we're portrayed amongst our brothers, how we're portrayed amongst our elders, man. All right, and men of the Lord. It says, Ecclesiastes 7:1, a good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death better than the day of one's birth.
That's right, man. So a good name is above everything, man. All right, a good name, man. Making a good name for yourself. All right, can I rely on this, brother? You know,
Reputation.
Yeah.
You can get that word too, reputation, man. All right, you have to build your confidence to where you're reputable. All right, you have a reputation for being fair, for being honest, for being upright. All right, for being charitable, man. All right, our reputation is important to us, man. In this society, even 2/3 of our people, they're all about their name, their reputation. But what do they do to get a name or a reputation? They go out and steal, kill, rob, murder for it, man. All right, what do we do to get a reputation? Brotherly love, charity, honesty, integrity, being a shoulder to lean on, man. Being a good advisor. All right, those are the things that we use to build our confidence, man. Our God-like confidence that the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, is going to display before the entire earth, man. The Lord is going to display our confidence, man. All right? No matter what the society tells us, man, or portrays us as, man. The Lord has the ultimate say-so at the end of the day, man. The brother said, that's the spirit I had this on my mind as a video to do. Akim Shalom, Akim Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Barak Adam. Shalom. Alright? I got another one for you too as well, brother. This is Proverbs 18 and 21, because you have to speak these things, man. Confidence comes with that tongue, alright? What you actually saying these things, man, because a lot of times we talk ourselves out of situations and talk ourselves out of position, man. Alright, but you got to speak these things into life. This is Proverbs 18 and 21. I'm going to start at 20. It says, a man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled.
That's right. So the words that a man speaks, that's basically going to define who he is as a man. All right. The good things that he speaks. All right. Which goes into that reputation, that name.
Yeah.
He's always talking to the youth. He's talking to,
What are you known for?
Yeah. What are you known for?
Are you known for being on party, BS, just wanting to have that spirit of mirth? Or are you a serious? I'd rather be known for being serious, all right, than being known for being lackadaisical, man.
Yeah.
All right? Because if you're serious, they can't play with you, Akim. All right? They're not just going to take you for light. But if you just loose and all over the place, you're getting tossed to and fro, man. So you have to have that seriousness of purpose about yourself, man. All right? Which goes along with that confidence, which goes along with what the society tries to take away from it. They try to take away from us that seriousness of a cause. They try to take away that confidence, that self-esteem from us, man. You got it, brother.
The reputation. Khan, this is the definition of reputation. This is on Google's dictionary. It says the belief or opinions that are generally held about someone or something.
Now, what does you got it, brother?
So basically, the different reviews that people have or thoughts about you, just like when you go to a restaurant or if you go to a doctor. If you go to a doctor and you're looking for somebody to pull your tooth, right?
Right.
You're going to look for somebody who has a 5-star, a 4.5 or above, man. Because what? They have a good reputation of doing a good job.
Yeah. And sometimes a part of that reputation is taking the low road, taking the humble route, making yourself of no name. That's what Yahushua did. All right? He made himself of no reputation, but at the same time, he let the Lord establish his reputation, man. The Lord spoke for Yahushua, man. Just like the Lord is going to speak for us. We don't have to go out and say, hey, man, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this rank, I'm that rank.
Yeah.
All right, I'm this head, I'm that head. No, man, the Lord ultimately is going to have the final say-so on who we are, man. We're just pushing that level to our brothers to have that level of confidence in the things you do in this society, man. Because in a world that constantly combats the word and combats the truth, you have to have a form of self-esteem to where you're operating on a higher level. This world is low vibrational, Akim. All right, it's filled with scourges. It's filled with snares and traps that'll try to get you off of your pivot. But let me bring this out. This is Ecclesiastes 10:1. It says, dead flies cause the ointment of the apothecary to send forth a stinking savor. So doth a little folly him that is in reputation for wisdom and honor. Read it again. It says, Ecclesiastes 10:1. Dead flies cause the ointment of the apothecary to send forth a stinking savor. So doth a little folly him that is in reputation for wisdom and honor. So if you're known for being great, what if Yahushua would have tainted his reputation with transgressing the laws of Yahweh Shemiel Shai? The Lord Yahushua came in the flesh and did not sin. He was all about his reputation, but he let the Lord establish that, man. And the Lord did by raising him up after 3 days, man. He established their reputation, saying, look, this is the Son of Man. This is my son. All right, it says, so doth the little folly him that is in reputation for wisdom and honor. So if you got a reputation for being honorable, being filled with wisdom, a little folly can taint that, man.
Yeah, brother.
You got it, man.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, because, oh, man. Let me get to the thing.
You got it, bro.
There's so much on that. Reputation, right? It says name. It says good name. character, status, position, rank, all right, stock, all right. So all of these things, all right. So if you're held in high regard, all right, you can't be. You gotta watch what you say. You gotta watch what you do, because again, like the brother said, what those something so little can taint everything else that you did.
Bring that last part out where it says stock out. I got your precept.
All right. It says stock, good name. All right, status, position.
Right, and
rank.
your stock is like your household, where you come from. This is Acts 13:26. Men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham, and whosoever among you feareth the Lord, to you is the word of this salvation sent. So that stock going to the reputation of Abraham. So on the planet Earth right now, we still got the reputation of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that we have to uphold, man. So that salvation is sent onto us, man. Those with that God-like confidence in themselves, man. In the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man. All right? That's what ultimately is the source of our confidence, the Lord, man. The source of our confidence doesn't come from material things or these possessions, because as the scriptures say, a thief would come in and steal that. A moth and dust can corrupt that, man. We have our reputation that is established from the heavens, man. You got it, brother. I'm still in Proverbs 18. All right, it's Proverbs 18:10. It says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run it into it and it's safe. And that reputation is your name, man. So the Lord's reputation is he's reputable for being a strong tower. All right, for being when you're in a like just picture, Akim, you're in a storm in the sea, and there's a storm in the sea, and through the midst of that storm you see a light tower in the midst of that. All right, that's like the name of the Lord. All right, and us, the men of the Lord, we're likened onto those little light towers, man. All right, those little strongholds, those little little sanctuaries, like it says in Ezekiel, man. All right, that the Lord depends on. The Lord depends on us, man. All right, even though we're beat down, even though this society counts us for nothing, the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the creator of the heavens, the creator of the earth, the sun, the moon, good and evil, he depends on us, man. Lord willing, we of that number. That's great shoes to fill, man. We're standing on the shoulders of giants, man, of men of renown. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moses, Noah, Enoch, Seth, Mathalil, all right? Paul, Peter, John. We're standing on those shoulders of giants. So what do we have to live up to? We have a lot to live up to, man. You got it, brother.
All right, this is 2 Corinthians 5:7. It says we walk by faith and not by sight. All right, so we have we walking by faith, man. All right, which is that confidence, man. Walking on the confidence of the scriptures, man. All right, and the Lord is what?
Heavy.
The Lord is basically, giving us signs, these faith boosters as well throughout the earth, to help us keep on enduring, man. To let us know that what we believe in and what we have faith in, what we have confidence in, is the truth. Okay? Because
Absolutely.
when anybody else come up here and try to debate with us, we're able to break them down, man.
Yep.
That builds our confidence up that we're in the right place, man.
Hey, I'm gonna bring this out for you in the NLT. This is back in the Hebrews 10:35 in the NLT. It says, so do not throw away this confident trust in the Lord. Remember the great reward it brings to you. Patient endurance is what you need now, so that you will continue to do God's will. Then you will receive all that he has promised. For in just a little while, the coming one will come and not delay. And my righteous ones will live by faith, but I will take no pleasure in anyone who turns away. Right, the Lord doesn't have pleasure in those that have that low self-esteem, that mindset to where you can't win. I just can't win no matter what I do. I know I'm not going to win. I know I'm not going to be saved. I'm too deep in. Scriptures tell you that that's it, bro. Yeah. Get it out. That's the spirit, bro. That's it. That's what I was going to call out. Yes. Bring that out, all right? And I'm going to read the rest. It says, Hebrews 10, all right, and 38, and it says, and my righteous ones will live by faith, but I will take no pleasure in anyone who turns away. But we are not like those who turn away from the Lord to their own destruction. We are the faithful ones whose souls will be saved. And you have to have confidence. Think about what we're about to go through, Akim. We're about to be, Lord willing, beamed up on those chariots, man. You got to be confident to know, hey, when you being taken up in the air, the Lord's not going to just drop you down, all right, and let you go. The Lord's going to actually deliver you up into those chariots, man. You have to have the confidence that when anyone comes up on the highways and byways, you're learned and you're built up enough to defend this gospel. You have to have the confidence to say, man, anything that this life throws at me, I'm going to hit it back with a home run, man. And yes, of course, we're in this flesh. We're subject to principalities, like the scriptures tells you in Ephesians, rulers and of wickedness in high places. But what do we have to combat those things? Let's go back to the ultimate source. This is the source, Akim. And if we always resort to the source, then we can never go wrong, man. The problem comes in where when we start facing these obstacles in our lives and we start taking in solutions that are of the world. If you take a solution that's of the scriptures, of the spirit, you can never lose. Like the brother said, you have to walk by faith and not by sight, man. That's very hard to do. That's very hard to do. You got it, brother.
And that faith, that it's when you're by yourself, man. You know, you can be strong around brothers, but then when you're by yourself at home and you're sitting at home and you're thinking about all this, am I really the man of the Lord? Am I really this? Am I really that? Is the Lord really dealing with me? Man, I really messed up, man. I just messed up. Like, is the Lord still like, you gotta say, forget all of that and say, look, regardless of whatever the case may be, I'm gonna have faith in the Lord and I'm gonna continue to push on.
That's right.
I'm gonna continue to fight, bro.
And that's what confidence is.
And by that, the faith in that, because you're doing it, you know, faith is an action as well.
Yeah.
So by you doing it, the Lord is like, okay, all right. Like for that very reason, you're gonna be saved, you know.
That's right, brother. You got it.
All right. This is This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 76. This says, the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts, said the Lord Yahweh, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift themselves up. So whenever you at that very lowest state and you feeling like you messed up to the point of no return, that's not true, man.
Yeah.
All right? That's what Yahweh shot down on the cross for.
Yeah, man.
You know? Yahweh shot down on the cross for you to come back to him, man. All right? To pray. All right? To continue in this battle. That's all you gotta do.
What's sin, man? Sin is transgression of the law. So your sin in this society, we're in the flesh, right? We're in these material bodies. Your sin could easily weigh you down. At any moment, you could start thinking about what you did in the past, all right, what you did yesterday, all right, but the scriptures tell you if you can get that a just man fall at 7 times and rise it up again, man, all right? But first, could you get that word conscience off Google? C-O-N-C-S-E-S. Yep. This is Sirach 14 and 2. It says, blessed is he whose conscience hath not condemned him, and who is not fallen from his hope in the Lord, meaning from his confidence in the Lord, man. So blessed is he whose conscience has not condemned him. We all have a conscience. We all have a spirit that is in us, man, that is pure fire, man. But ultimately, our mindset in the society it's somewhat tainted, man. All right, it's subject to the elements of this world, man. That can come in and say, hey, man, look, you can't do that. That's too much for you. All right. Well, hey, I see your goals, I see your expectations, but you're not gonna meet those things, man. All right. Like the scriptures tell you about Apostle Paul. He said, the messenger Satan to buffet me, a thorn in my flesh. We all have a thorn in our flesh, man. All right. But ultimately, that can be overcome with this God-like confidence that the scriptures give us, man. All right. The scriptures give us the ability to walk in the face of adversity. All right. To walk in the face of our enemies, man, and our adversaries, man, even unto death, man. You have to have a spirit on you like no other to be able to say, I see death over there. I'm willing to face it in the name of the Lord, man. I see an obstacle. I see my old self over there. I'm turning this way, and I'm going towards the kingdom, man. All right? That's our mindset. You got it, brother? Go ahead. Just tell them what conscience is. Salaki.
All right, this is the definition of conscience.
Let me read this again. Sirach 14:2. Blessed is he, blessed meaning happy, is he whose conscience hath not condemned him, meaning convicted him, and who is not fallen from his hope in the Lord.
All right, this is the definition of conscience. It says, an inner feeling or voice viewed as acting as a guide to the righteousness of wrongness of one's behavior.
One more time, man. That's heavy. You break it down.
It says conscience. It says an inner feeling or voice viewed as acting as a guide to the righteousness of wrongness of one's behavior. So your consciousness is basically your spirit, man. All right? Your conscience is your spirit. And basically, if you've done anything wrong in your past, you know, you feel wrong for it. Like, oh man, like, you feel heaviness. You know, like
your inward thoughts.
Yeah, your inward thoughts is heavy about it. Like, damn, man, I really messed up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, just it dwelling on your mind like that. All right? So that's basically what it's basically like a spirit talking to you, man. You know? So you got to pray about that, man. You got to pray about what? You know, the scriptures say, well, give me any plague, but the plague of the heart, of the mind. All right? That's a plague, man. You know, to think negatively like that. You know, basically the spirit of doubt. You know?
I got that one for you. This is Proverbs 24:16. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief.
That's right, a just man falleth 7 times. All right, but what he's gonna do? He's gonna get up. He's gonna say that he's not gonna, you know, just like what Rocky, you know, all the good. You know, you got some great movies out there that you can watch. Creed. That's what Apostle was going into the bar. You know, yesterday I was watching his videos going into how basically, you know, if you're knocked down, you get back up, man. They continue to fight.
Yep.
You know?
And that's the key point in that verse. It said, fall at 7 times, which goes into a complete amount of times. It might be 70 times. It might be 700 times, right? But ultimately, the key point was, and rise it up again. How are you going to rise up? In the name of the Lord, all right? Because all those other times where you fail, you rise up in the name of the Lord, man. Because the Lord is ultimately trying to complete you. He's trying to put you in that furnace of adversity because he's trying to make you as precious as gold, man. All right, gold has to be purified. Get all those impurities off, all right? Wash those impurities and imperfections off of it, ultimately to make it useful and to make it valuable, man. The Lord is making us valuable in the sight of our enemies, man. All right? This is Jude 1:20, the brother Dawadah 144. Shalom, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah. Also, Shalom to you all on the comment board. Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah. Jude 1:20, but ye beloved, Dawadah, building up yourselves on your most holy faith, praying in the Holy Ghost. And that takes confidence, man. Because what if you're thinking in your mind, well, you know what? And the Lord not gonna save you. I'm just praying in vain. No, you have to build yourself up on your most holy faith. That takes confidence, man. That takes like the brother brought out, that confidence is that trust, that faith, man. That takes faith in the Lord, man, to know, hey, man, I messed up before. All right, my righteousness is as a filthy rag unto Yahweh Shem Shai. But if I keep pressing forward towards the goal, the Lord is going to deliver me, man. The Lord is going to ultimately exonerate you, man, like you go into all the time. Which when you exonerate someone, you render them not guilty. All right, the Lord is going to do that for us, man. Because if it wasn't for Yahweh Shai upon that cross, dying and laying down his blood for us, we wouldn't have the chance to be exonerated. All right, to be found not guilty, to be found blameless. Let me get that too. The water, brother, the water. You got it now.
This is Romans 14 and 5. It says, one man esteeming one day above another, esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. So we all have to be fully persuaded within Romans 14 and 5.
Okay.
So we have to be persuaded in our mind that we're in the truth, man. We have to be persuaded that the Lord is going to deliver us in those times when Esau comes in, man. Because Esau's not playing, bro. He ain't playing, bro. He got these robot dogs. He got his he's coming in with his currency. All right. He's smashing down, bro. All right. He's full speed ahead. All right. So what? We have to have some type of defense, man, within our mind. It starts with our mind first, because what the scripture say, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy tongue.
Ooh, stable.
Yeah.
Everybody wants stability. Look, let's think about the United States of America. In this society, it's filled with woes, destructions, plagues, famines, inflations. It's uncomfortable. It's no stableness in it. But the Lord has given us a chance to be stable, man. He's given us a chance to have a sound and balanced mind, which is through these scriptures. Wouldn't you want to take that chance, Israel? Wouldn't you want to have the mindset to press forward to something that's going to keep you sane in these times? This is where our sanity lies in this great book, man. This is where our mindset comes from. This is how we figure out how to solve problems, where to get solutions from, all right? How to build our faith up, man, because of these dark parables, these wise analogies, these stories, man. This is where our salvation lies in this book, man. Let me read that for you in the NLT. This is Romans 14 and 5 in the NLT. It says, in the same way, some think one day is more. It says, some think one day is more holy than another day, while others think every day is alike. You should each be fully convinced that whichever day you choose is acceptable.
That's right, man. So one more time.
This is Romans 14 and 5 in the NLT. In the same way, some think one day is more holy than another day, while others think every day is alike. You should each be fully convinced that which day you choose is acceptable.
Yeah, so basically, again, you have to be assured in your mind, all right? You need to be assured in your mind of the things that you were taught, man.
Yep.
All right? The scriptures say, what's that?
What did I get for you?
Yeah, I know, it just slipped my tongue, though. It'll come back to me, man. All right, but we got to be assured that what our teachers have taught us over the period of time, man. All right, and we know that the things that our apostles and our elders taught us were right, because they're happening, man.
Yeah.
All right, everything's right here at the doorstep, man. All right, everything.
That's right.
All right.
I got you, man. This is Proverbs 14, and I'm gonna start at 26. It says, in the fear of the Lord, Yahweh, is strong confidence. In the fear of the Lord is strong confidence, and his children shall have a place of refuge.
That's right. So we're gonna have the ones of us that, the ones of the hopeful elect of us that face these trials, having confidence in the Lord. What is gonna bring? Read it one more time.
Proverbs 14 and 26. In the fear of the Lord, Yahweh is strong confidence, and his children shall have a place of refuge.
That's right. So we fear the Lord, man. We fear the Lord by doing, what's acceptable in His eyes. All right. We following the commandments, trying to keep the Sabbath, just different things to show that the Lord that we're down for Him. We believe in this. You know. All right. We love this truth. We're not taking this truth for granted, man. All right, and that what He's going to protect us through doing those things as well.
Right.
All right.
Verse 27, it says, the fear of the Lord Yahweh is a fountain of life to depart from the snares of death.
Yeah, to depart from the snares of death, which is this world, which is the things that are coming down the pipe. All right? All of these things that are coming, that's the snares of death, man. The things that we face in the world, that's the snares of death, man. We need this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be able to combat with this world. All right? Otherwise, our minds will be consumed, man. All right? The scriptures tell us what? Let not your thoughts run away with you, man. So we use the scriptures to have some type of peace of mind, because if we didn't, then we'll be doing what 2/3 are doing, man. And that will lead to what ultimately our death, man. We'll be in jail, we'll be in prison. All right, we'll be dead somewhere. Degenerate or reprobate or something.
Warning, bro. Warning. I got a cooking for you. It's Jeremiah 17:9. Jeremiah 17:9. It says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
Yeah.
It says, I, the Lord Yahweh, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his way and according to the fruit of his doings.
That's right, man. So the Lord is going to give every man his portion, man, in that day. All right? The scriptures tell us what? Shall not he that done good receive the good, and not shall he that done the bad not receive bad as well?
Yep.
All right? That's the balance. So if you put forth the effort to doing what you have to do on this side, and having confidence in the Lord, believing in the Lord, having fear in the Lord, then what? You good.
Yep.
You ain't got nothing to worry about.
Yep. And that's a key point too, about putting forth that effort. Like it tells you in James, it says faith without works is dead. So you can say, man, I got confidence in the Lord. I love the Lord. I'm gonna go hard for the Lord, but show it by your actions. Show it by your works. All right. You have to have a track record in this truth. If you go on a job in this society and they say, okay, well, this guy's up for promotion. Let's go back and look at his track record. Let's go back and see his activity on the job. That's how the Lord is. The Lord is about performance, man. Get performance out on Google. The Lord is about performance, man. Not just lip service. The Lord wants to see you perform, man, in his name. All right? Because ultimately, if you're performing these works by faith, the Lord is going to have you perform even more marvelous works, even miracles, man, in his name, man. Because we're in that season to where the Lord is going to put his hand on the men of the Lord and have them performing miracles in his name. Heal the dead, cleanse the lepers, okay? Heal the sick. We have power to do that in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls God, and whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. Yahweh meaning what? He is, he exists, all right? The Ancient of Days, Yahweh Shai, he deliverer, man. And they are going to live up to those names, man. So we have to live up to ours, man. All right? And not let the society take away our confidence. You got it, brother.
All right. This is the definition of performance. It says the action or process of carrying out one accomplishment.
Carrying it out. Didn't you just say that out?
Yeah.
You just said that, brother. Go ahead.
It says carrying out or accomplishing an action, task, or function. All right. So somebody who is carrying out what? A task, man. And it says carry out. It says conduct. It says fulfillment. Well, it says in the scriptures, it says, I finished my course.
Pastor Paul.
He said,
I'm going to get it for you.
Course, you know. All right.
Get it for you.
It says, yeah, to carry out, man, pretty much. But I got a precept.
You got it.
All right. This is,
got it. It's 2 Timothy 4:5. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Hence, therefore, is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing.
That's right. So basically, all the Aki, man, is pushing in this truth, man. We're carrying out the Lord's task, which is to what? Get this word out here so that what? He can usher in his kingdom. That's the reason why the scriptures say what? The end shall be preached to the ends of the world.
And then the end shall come. That's right, brother.
All right? That's a task that you need to do. That's the objective, you know, that needs to
get
be
that word objective out. That's beautiful. You on it, bro. Get that word objective out, because we have an objective here, man. The brother got one on the comment board. Guillermo Lopez. Shalom, brother. Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Isaiah 55:22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord Yahweh, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. Right, man. And that's ultimately what we do, man. To cast something means to what? To draw it forth. All right. So we draw forth our burdens through what? Prayer, fasting, supplication. And even when how do we do? We say, call Allah Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah. That's kind of like our hands casting forth, man. All right. Like you do a fish, you cast that line out, right? You draw it out, and you pull out that net, and you might have different fishes, but you take out the clean ones, man. The ones that are according to this word. That's how we live, and that's how we function in our lives, man. All right. We go through certain circumstances, but we cast out the good. We cast out the bad and take the good from it, man, and filter it out through this word, man. All right. We all have burdens, man. We all have things that are weighing down our spirits, man. Like the brother said, let not thy sins weigh thee down, man. We all have something that's pressing down. The scriptures tell you the incorruptible body, it presses down the soul. I'm gonna get that too while you get that word. All right. The water for the precept, all right? Go ahead, brother.
All right. This is the definition of objective. It says a thing aimed at or sought. All right, a thing aimed at or sought. So I mean, basically, you know, you have your eyes on a particular thing to do. It says a goal. Okay, so it's a goal, man. All right, we all looking for a goal. What's the goal? The goal is the kingdom. The goal is to rule. The goal is to have Yahweh Shah come back. The goal is to have these devils in subjection. All right, having the earth back in its course. All right, that's the goal.
That's our goal.
The objective.
That's our objective. That's right, brother.
That's right.
Yep. You got some more?
Let's see.
And this the one I quoted. It's Wisdom of Solomon, the 9th chapter. It says the corruptible body, not the incorruptible body. So Salakia for that. It's Wisdom of Solomon 9:13. For what man is he that can know the counsel of the Most High? Or who can think what the will of the Lord is? For the thoughts of mortal men are miserable, and our devices are but uncertain. So, man, our thoughts are miserable, man. All right? The things that we look forward to in this life, it's uncertain, man. All right? You don't know if you turning out a parking lot, you get hit direct contact, you get T-boned by a 18-wheeler, man. All right? Or you drink something in the society, all right, and it corrupts you, man. It poisons you, man. And you go down to your death. So our devices are yet uncertain, man. But who do we trust in at the end of the day to guide our steps? Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. Because contrary to popular belief, there is no free will, all right? Kind of brother said Psalms 55:22. All right. Okay, okay, Salakia. Instead of Isaiah 55:22, that was Psalms 55:22. Okay, the water, brother, for the correction, the water. If I'm saying it right, that was Psalms 55:22 that the brother posted above you. But this is Wisdom of Solomon 9:14. It says, for the thoughts of mortal men are miserable, and our devices are but uncertain. For the corruptible body, and we're incorruptible. We're in corruptible bodies right now, man. Corruptible means what? Earthly, terrestrial. All right, being able to be decomposed or broken down. It says, for the corruptible body presseth down the soul, and the earthly tabernacle weighed down the mind that museth upon many things. Because our mind, like we brought out in Jeremiah, the heart is desperately wicked. We're constantly throughout the day thinking of different things going on, what could possibly happen to us. Fear sets in. But what ultimately keeps us at ease? These scriptures, Akim. It says, and hardly do we guess aright at things that are upon earth, and with labor do we find the things that are before us. But the things that are in heaven, who has searched out? And that's heavy, man. With labor, we find the things that are before us. So it takes hard work to figure out, hey, man, what's my purpose here? All right? What am I actually here for? Why did the Lord bring me here and put me in this estate, man? Even Job said what? Cursed be the day that I was born, man. Men of the Lord have that mindset, man. Curse the day that I was born. Why? Because we're catching so much hell now. We're saying curse the day that we were put onto this earth, man. All right? And put into this estate and put into this lot, man. But we know, all right, those worms, all right, break down and decompose our body and our flesh, we shall see Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. You got it, brother.
Yeah, I got one.
One more verse. Like Wisdom of Solomon 9:17. And thy counsel who had known, except thou give wisdom and send thy Holy Spirit from above. So the Lord has given, I think it's Amos 3:7. All right, it says, surely the Lord will do nothing but he revealeth his secrets unto the prophets, man. So the Lord has given us the Holy Spirit, which comes from above, man. All right, to enlighten us, to help us labor and find out and search these things, man. Genesis, Revelations, 2nd Ezra, Daniel. All right, we have those mysteries, but it's all due to the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You got it.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with this one. This is Hebrews 11:6. It says, without faith it is impossible to please him. It says, for he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him, man. All right, so Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him, man. All right, diligently putting the work in. All right. To believe in something is to have confidence in something, and to have confidence in something is to have faith in something, man. All right? So you having faith. You're showing that you have confidence in the scriptures by your actions, man. By what you're doing, you know?
Yeah. This is that Psalms 55:22. I read it in the NLT, the water for the correction. It says Psalms 55:22, but it's still a beautiful precept, brother. It says, give your burdens to the Lord and he will take care of you. He will not permit the godly to slip and fall. But you, O power, will send the wicked down to the pit of destruction. Murderers and liars will die young, but I am trusting you to save me. And that pit of destruction is that nuclear fire, man. All right? Because the ungodly will be found in that third world war, in those flames, those engulfing flames that's going to engulf America and the surrounding areas, man. All right, what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah when it was hit with fire and brimstones? The surrounding areas were engulfed in flames, man. So if America is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah, what's going to happen unto it? And the scriptures tell you, he that endured to the end shall be saved. And it says, what's the one that goes like, well, if the righteous shall scarcely be saved, Salakia, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? In the lake of fire. So we know these things, man. That's why we're working and laboring towards that God-like confidence to be able to withstand whatever comes at us, whatever's set for our lot. You got it, brother.
This is Joshua 1:9. It says, have not I commanded thee, be strong and of good courage, be not afraid, neither be dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee wheresoever thou goest, man. So the Lord is with you wherever you go. Wherever you go, the Lord is going to be with you, man, as long as you continue to do what you're supposed to be doing. And have faith in him. Have courage.
Courage, if you can get it out. I got one for you. This is 1 Peter 5:7, just backing up that Psalms 55:22. It says, 1 Peter 5:6, humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of the Lord, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. And ultimately, that's what the Lord, he wants us to cast our cares upon him, man. Our burdens, our words. We have a lot of words in this flesh, man. All right, like you said, the corruptible body presseth down the soul, man. All right, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So we have a lot of worries in this flesh. What's going to happen here? How am I going to make rent? How am I going to pay this bill? All right, how am I going to get this job? How am I going to overcome this event that's in my near future? But ultimately, the Lord wants to see us call out to him, man. What happened in Exodus 14, I believe? All right, when the Lord told Moses, all right, to direct the children of Israel to go this way, all right, and they went this way, and they told Moses, hey, well, what's the solution? We could have stayed in ancient Egypt for all this. But then shortly after, the Lord performed a miracle, man. That's going to be likened unto these times. We're coming into the second Exodus, man. It's going to be greater than any time that we've ever seen before. The Lord's going to have us in a spot where it's like, it's dark, it's grim, all right? But then he's going to use that to see, do we have faith in him? Do we have confidence in the Lord? Do we trust in him, man? And then ultimately, he's going to deliver us. He's going to perform that miracle, all right? The brother got this. Okay, and I'm going to bring this back. All right. Con.
All right, this is the definition of the word confidence. It's like courage, backing up what the brother just now said, right? It says the ability to do something that frightens one.
Ooh, come on, bring it out one more time. And Darasha, if you're still on here, I'm about to read your precept. Could you get that word anxiety off either Google or the online etymology, Baba Bashar, the water? Go ahead, bro, bring it out.
It says courage, the ability to do something that frightens one.
Man, you got it, bro.
It says having the courage of one, having the courage to do something, right? It says the act of one's beliefs, all right, which goes into faith, which goes into actions, It says to take courage. It said to give support, confidence, or hope to. All right.
Oh, read that one. I'll read that, please, brother.
All right. It says strength in face of pain or grief.
Strength in the face of pain or grief, man.
Yeah.
Who do we know, Akim, to have that strength in the face of pain or grief? Who did it first? Yahweh Shai did it first, man. Get Isaiah the 53rd chapter, and I'm gonna bring this brother precept out. All right. This is from GMS Darasha, Shalom, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Barakatah. It says, 1 Peter 5:7, New International Version. It says, cast all your anxiety. How many times we talk about anxiety? I feel when we get in that mindset of being weary, man. All right. It says, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. And it's that word anxiety, and you got it. Anxiety, it says, feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent, come on, D-Rash. Typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. For instance, he felt a surge of anxiety. That's beautiful, brother. That's beautiful, huh? Go ahead, bro. What you got? I get it for you. I get it. And let's speak on it.
God. All right. So basically, we have the courage, man. All right. And the courage. Which one was this one?
You can read it again, huh?
Matter of fact, I got it in my phone.
I'll read it for you. Want me to read it for you? It's that word anxiety again. It says feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent, which means shortly to happen thereafter, an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. For instance, he felt a surge of anxiety.
Yeah, man. So basically, man, that feeling of anxiety is basically doubt, man. You know,
and it's a demon.
Yeah, it's basically. You can bring out the scripture because it's gonna go right along.
This Sirach 2:10, it says, "Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?"
That's right. So even though you may be feeling that within yourself, all right, look back at the men of old, man. These stories and these tales that were told in the scriptures, and even things that are not even written within the book, you know, all these different stories and accounts that happened throughout history. The ones that were written down were, for example, man, for us to have that confidence, to have that faith in the Lord, that when that time comes, that the Lord is going to be, you know, down for us, man. You know.
And I got one. You got some more? This is just backing up that anxiety definition that the brother posted. This is Sirach 43, and I'm gonna start at 28. It says, "How shall we be able to magnify him? For he is great above all his works. The Lord is terrible and very great, and marvelous is his power. When ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as ye can, for even yet will he far exceed. And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength, and be not weary. And be not weary, for ye can never go far enough." So the Lord, with this truth, with this wisdom, this knowledge, this understanding, the Lord takes out that spirit of anxiety, that spirit of weariness, man. Of course, we're in this flesh. We're going to have our moments to where we hesitant, all right? We get that fear upon us, but it all goes back to going to the source and the solution, man, which is the scriptures. So it says, "Who had seen him that he might tell us, and who can magnify him as he is? There are yet hid greater things than these be, for we have seen but a few of his works. For the Lord had made all things, and to the godly had he given wisdom." So the Lord said there's few works that we have seen, man. So how are we going to get to these other works? How are we going to be able to see them? All right, by having that confidence, by casting off that anxiety, casting off that spirit of doubt, casting off that spirit of fear, that spirit of unease, man. This American society, you wake up, you go to sleep, you're uneasy, you're uncomfortable. If you're in your right mind, of course, all right? Because the comfortability is going to be destroyed anyways. But if you're a man of the Lord, you're automatically and just naturally uncomfortable here, man, because you never know what can happen next, according to prophecy. All right, we know that this place is headed for imminent destruction. So what do? We cast our burdens unto the Lord, man, whose name in the Paleo Hebrew, all right, the ancient Lashawan Kodash, is Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, Bahashim Harachak Kodash, man. All right, those names we rely upon wholly, man, and wholeheartedly. You got it, bro? I can get this other one while you look for it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 53, and I'm gonna start at verse 2. And this is going into Yahushua, man, another verse for Yahushua in the Old Testament. All right, let me get that one too, brother. This is Isaiah 53 and 2. "For he shall grow up before him as I'm gonna start at 1. Who hath believed our report, and to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He had no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him." And that's talking about Yahushua, man. It says, "He is despised and rejected of men." Sound familiar? That was Yahushua first, but ultimately that's the men of the Lord, man. We're despised, we're rejected. Why? Because the society it is hell bent to strip our confidence away, to butt break us, man. All right, to take that natural God-like confidence that we were born with, man. The elect were born with natural God-like confidence.
That's why the scriptures say that in me you shall find peace, but in the world you shall have tribulation, man. God.
It says, Isaiah 53 and 3, "He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows, and acquainted with grief. And we hid as it were our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of God and afflicted. Verse 5, but he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. And with his stripes, we are healed. So through that blood of Yahushua, we're healed, man. We're restored back into that mindset to where we can have confidence. We look at this world and we're like, what? What you want to do? You want a piece of me? I'm ready for anything you throw at me. I got the confidence in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Can Esau, Edom, can Moab, can Ishmael say that they have a God-like confidence in them? No, man. They cannot. All right? They only have what the Lord has given them on this planet Earth. But in due time, the righteous will be raised up, and the true gods and the true judges of this earth, they're going to be restored. And guess what? When we come back in the kingdom, all right, when we're ruling in the kingdom, the earth and all these other nations, they're going to see what true confidence is. But it starts right now, man. All right, it starts right here. All right, on the planet Earth, with our houses, with the churches. All right, with the name of the Lord, man. That's the confidence. Okay, it says he was oppressed and he was Salakia, verse 6, as all we like sheep have gone astray, we have turned everyone to his way, and the Lord had laid on him the iniquity of us all. Of us all, meaning of us all Israelites. It says he was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before her shearers is dumb, so he opened not his mouth, man. And Yahushua, he was going down to be put to death, man. He opened not his mouth, man. All right, because he knew that his confidence came from the Lord, man. It was nothing that he could say that the Lord wouldn't say for him, man. This is Psalms 27:2. GMS Darashi, says, when the wicked, even mine enemies and my foes, came up upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. You see, with that confidence, man, they're coming to destroy us, seek our lives, but they stumbled and fell. Why? Because we have the confidence in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Why? Because the Lord is dealing with us, man. All right, He's raising us up, man. I got one in there too. The water, brother, the water. All right, you got one? Go ahead, bro.
This is Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under his shadow of the Almighty. All right, so as long as, you know, I was doing the work in the truck, I was doing the work and the things that we're doing to make our call and our election sure. All right, but the Most High is going to keep us underneath his wing, man. That's where our confidence come in, because we've been doing the work, man. All right, we've been, you know, how they say in the world, we've been, you know, I can't even think about the word right now. There's a saying that they say in the word, man, get out the blood or whatever you want to call it. All right, but the elect, man, they're putting forth that work, man. All right, they're putting forth that work to make that call and the election sure, and the Most High is gonna make sure that they're all right in that time, man.
Yep.
The Lord is not forget your labor of love towards him, man. All right,
in which he do minister unto the saints, man. We're ministering that spirit of confidence, man. If we don't do it, who else is going to do it? Esau, get an antonym of confidence. What's the opposite of confidence? Because this is what Esau does, man. Instead of pushing out the spirit of confidence, he pushes the spirit out of doubt, basically. You know, if it's not confidence, it's doubt. This is Isaiah 53:3 in the NLT. He was despised and rejected, talking about Yahushua, a man of sorrows, acquainted with deepest grief. We turned our backs on him and looked the other way. He was despised and we did not care. That's right, man. And that's likened onto the story that we're living in right now, the men of the Lord, man. All right? We're acquainted with grief. Grief is our best friends, man. Grief comes, it worries us, all right? It chastises us, but ultimately it's to make us better, man. Don't ever think that you're just going through something for nothing, all right? Because if you're a man of the Lord, you're catching holy hell, man. All right, like the scriptures tell you, it's in the New Testament. It says, basically, for we suffering for righteousness' sake, man. All right, roughly paraphrase. I don't want to butcher it, but it says, those that suffer for righteousness' sake, we get the kingdom, man. So we're suffering for a purpose, man. We're not just going through these things just in limbo, just not knowing what's going on, man. We had these scriptures to tell us why we're going through these things. But this is just one backing that up. This is Proverbs 20 and 24 in the NLT. It says, the Lord directs our steps. So what happened to free will? I thought we're just here just doing whatever we want to do. It says Proverbs 20 and 24, the Lord directs our steps. So why try to understand everything along the way? We'll read it again. Proverbs 20 and 24. The Lord Yahweh directs our steps. So why try to understand everything along the way? Because when we get caught up in trying to understand like every little thing that the Lord puts us through instead of seeking the Lord for the solution, we in a way lose our confidence. All right, because we're trying to say, man, what's going on? What's this? What's that? Instead of having faith and saying, you know what, whatever it is, Lord, whatever you put before me, I'm gonna go through it. All right, that's what faith is. Faith is saying, well, you know what, man, today is March the 24th. I don't know what's gonna happen April the 4th, April the 1st, but I'm gonna go through it. All right, whatever the Lord puts in front of me, I'm gonna be a man and I'm gonna stand on business and gird up my loins, man, and have the confidence. You got it, brother. All right, it's good. It's cool. Oh, okay, there you go. There you go.
Distrustful.
Just tell me what you mean.
This is the opposite of confidence. It says distrustful. All right. It says fly by night, hesitant. You know, you're not assured, man. All right. It's like you crossing the.
You double-minded.
Yeah, you double-minded, man.
I got you one too. Yeah. This Sirach 1 and 28. It says, distrust not the fear of the Lord when thou art poor, and come not unto him with a double heart.
That's right, man. So you gotta be fully assured that as we brought out earlier, that the Most High is gonna deliver us, man. No matter what the circumstances may look like, all right, you gotta remain to know that the Most High is in control of everything, man.
That's right.
Everything leading up to that final moment, that final decision, whether it be life or death, all right, or being a part of the society, whatever the case may be, man. All right, the hour of temptation, all right. You gotta have confidence in the Lord that He's the one who's bringing these things. So how can you not trust Him, man?
Right.
You know, He's bringing it, so He's gonna be able to protect you from it as well, man. All right.
Yep. This is Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 1. It says, love righteousness, ye be that judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good mind, and in simplicity of heart seek him. For he will be found of them that tempt him not, and show it himself unto such as do not distrust him.
That's right. Read it one more time, Michael.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 2. For he will be found of them that tempt him not, and show it himself unto such as do not distrust him.
That's right. So the Lord is looking for men that are going to trust Him, man.
That's right.
The Lord is looking for men that are going to be going through the furnace of adversity and not really questioning, because the scriptures say, well, rejoice when God turns to a lower state.
Yep.
Yeah, you might say, oh man, I'm going through it, blah, but you're still in it though. You're still pushing. You know, you're still here. That's the point. You know, you're still here, you're still pushing, you still got that drive in you, man. All right, to continue to keep going, man. That's the deciding factor. All right.
Yep. Hey, and just look at the 7 brothers of Maccabees. All right, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Look at Stephen. All right, look at the spirits that they had in them. They were ready to go at a moment's notice. All right, for the Lord, and that's how we got to be, man. It's Isaiah 53 and 10, the NLT. But it was the Lord's good plan to crush him, Yahushua again, and cause him grief. Woo. Yet when his life is made an offering for sin, he will have many descendants. He will enjoy a long life. Woo. And we're his descendants, man. All right? When you have someone that passes away, that goes to the spirit world, they call him a decedent in Louisiana. But the decedent has descendants, meaning those that inherit that property after him. And that's likened unto the elect. We're the descendants of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. Man, Yahushua, whom the word, he didn't really call Jesus Christ. We read that again, that's heavy. It says, but it was the Lord's good plan not a bad plan. It was the Lord's good plan, man. All right, so like it, to crush him and cause him grief. Yet when his life is made an offering for sin, he will have many descendants. He will enjoy a long life. That's the NLT. Yeah, man. That's a banger, brother. That's a banger. The water for that, huh? You got something, brother?
I got one out.
You got it. You got it. Take it out, bro. What's that?
This is Psalms 18:2. It says, "The Lord is my rock and my fortress, and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, in whom I will trust, in whom I will have confidence, in whom I will have faith." All right, and to the end. All right, it says, "My buckler and my horn of my salvation, the power of my salvation, man." All right, and my high tower, man. All right, so that's what the Lord is to us, man. He's our He's the confidence that we need, man.
Yeah.
All right, and because of Him, we have confidence in ourselves. The confidence has been reestablished within the men, man, because now we have that rulership mentality, man.
It's lead.
You know?
It's lead.
You know?
That's right, bro.
Yeah.
We got that rulership mentality through confidence in the Lord, man.
Exactly.
That's how we want to rule. All right, you can't just say, man, hey, I wanna have Moab, Esau, Ishmael, Ammon, Japheth, Ham under my subjection. You got to say that with confidence. Okay, well, what are you backed by? We're backed by power, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. We're not just saying these things on our own accord. Yeah, go ahead, bro. You got it.
Yeah, you gotta say it with your chest, man. You gotta like have confidence, like, yeah, I'm gonna rule. Like, you know, like you gotta have that aura about you, man.
That's right, brother.
You know.
Yep. Hey, the Lord willing, man. All right, this message has been edifying.
Yeah.
We're going to give infinite honors and praises to Yahweh B'Shem, Yahushua B'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last seconds of time. Bob, Kwame Shalom, Akim.
Shalom, Akim.